Could the Lakers be orchestrating the perfect defensive upgrade that transforms them from championship hopefuls into legitimate title favorites? Picture this electrifying scenario that could reshape the entire Lakers championship equation. While everyone focuses on star power and offensive firepower, Los Angeles quietly pulls off a masterful trade that addresses their most glaring weakness in the most impactful way possible. The proposed deal would send Austin Reeves, Gabe Vincent, Jackson Hayes, and promising rookie Dalton Knecht to New Orleans in exchange for Dejounte Murray, the former all-star and all-defensive guard whose two-way excellence could be exactly what Luka Doncic needs to reach championship glory. This isn't just another trade rumor floating around the basketball sphere. This represents a calculated strategic move that could solve multiple problems while positioning the Lakers as legitimate title contenders. At 28 years old, Dejounte Murray brings a combination of defensive intensity, playmaking ability, and scoring punch that perfectly complements what Luka Doncic brings to the table. When you're building around a generational offensive, talent, finding the right defensive complement becomes absolutely crucial. Murray's defensive credentials speak for themselves in ways that should have Lakers fans salivating over the possibilities. The former Steals champion and 2022 All-Defensive selection possesses the kind of perimeter defense that could transform Los Angeles from defensively vulnerable to genuinely intimidating. His 6'5" frame, combined with exceptional instincts and relentless energy, makes him exactly the type of player who can take on opposing teams' best perimeter threats while allowing Doncic to focus on orchestrating the offense. The offensive development that Murray has shown throughout his career adds another layer of value that makes this trade incredibly appealing. During his last healthy season with Atlanta in 2023-24, he averaged 22.5 points, 6.4 assists, 5.3 rebounds, and 1.4 steals, while shooting an impressive 36.3% from three-point range on over 7 attempts per game. Those numbers represent a complete two-way player who can contribute meaningfully on both ends of the floor. What makes Murray particularly intriguing as a Lakers target is how his skill set would complement Doncic's strengths while covering his weaknesses. Luka's offensive brilliance is undeniable, but his defensive limitations have been well documented throughout his career. Pairing him with someone like Murray, who can handle the toughest defensive assignments while providing secondary playmaking and scoring, creates a backcourt balance that championship teams require. The injury concerns surrounding Murray's 2024-25 season, where he missed 52 games due to various ailments, obviously represent a significant risk factor that any interested team would need to carefully evaluate. However, his track record of durability prior to last season, combined with his age and the potential for those injuries to be fluky rather than chronic, might make this the perfect time for the Lakers to acquire him at a potentially reduced cost. From New Orleans' perspective, this trade would represent a significant roster overhaul that brings both immediate help and future flexibility. Austin Reeves has developed into a legitimate NBA starter who averaged 20.2 points and 5.8 assists last season as the Lakers' third option. His combination of scoring ability, playmaking, and basketball IQ would provide the Pelicans with a reliable, offensive contributor who's entering his prime years. Dalton Knecht's inclusion adds an intriguing developmental piece for New Orleans. As the 17th overall pick in the 2024 NBA Draft, he represents the kind of young talent that rebuilding or retooling franchises covet. His college production and shooting ability suggests someone who could develop into a significant contributor, given proper development and opportunities. The financial aspects of this proposed trade work surprisingly well for both organizations. Murray's contract, while substantial at approximately $114 million over multiple years, provides long-term security for a player entering his prime. Meanwhile, the Lakers would be trading away multiple contracts that, combined, create the salary, matching necessary to complete the deal while potentially improving their overall roster flexibility. The psychological impact of adding Murray cannot be understated when considering the Lakers' championship aspirations. Having a proven two-way player who can step up in crucial moments provides the kind of confidence and reliability that championship runs require. His playoff experience and ability to perform under pressure would be invaluable during the postseason, when games become more physical and possessions more crucial. The fit alongside LeBron James adds another compelling dimension to this potential acquisition. Murray's ability to play both on and off the ball would allow for versatile lineup configurations that could maximize both his talents and LeBron's playmaking abilities. Having multiple creators and defenders in the backcourt provides the kind of depth and flexibility that deep playoff runs demand. The development trajectory for both teams following this trade could determine its ultimate success. The Lakers would be betting that Murray's injury concerns were temporary and that his two-way impact could elevate their championship ceiling. New Orleans would be wagering that Reeves's continued development, combined with Connect's potential and the additional role players, provides better long-term value than keeping an injury-prone star. The timing of this potential trade aligns perfectly with both franchises' organizational goals and championship windows. The Lakers are in win-now mode with Luka and LeBron, making Murray's immediate impact more valuable than long-term development projects. The Pelicans, meanwhile, might benefit from diversifying their talent base rather than relying heavily on players with injury histories. The strategic implications extend beyond just the immediate roster changes. Adding Murray would signal that the Lakers are serious about addressing their defensive deficiencies in meaningful ways rather than hoping marginal upgrades can solve fundamental problems. This kind of bold move demonstrates organizational commitment to maximizing their championship window. The backcourt chemistry between Doncic and Murray could prove to be the key factor that determines this trade's success. Both players have shown the ability to play alongside other ball handlers, and their complementary skill sets suggest they could form one of the league's most formidable backcourt combinations. Murray's defensive intensity combined with Luka's offensive brilliance could create the kind of two-way excellence that championship teams require. The depth chart implications would be significant for the Lakers' rotation plans. Murray's addition would provide coach J.J. Redick with legitimate two-way options that could match up against various opponent configurations. Having players who can switch defensively while maintaining offensive productivity becomes increasingly valuable as playoff rotations tighten. The long-term contract considerations make this trade particularly interesting from a franchise-building perspective. Murray's deal would provide stability and predictability for the Lakers' salary cap planning while ensuring they have a legitimate two-way contributor locked up during their championship window. This kind of certainty becomes valuable when trying to attract additional talent or make supplementary moves. As we evaluate this potential blockbuster trade, the combination of defensive upgrade, offensive versatility, and championship experience makes Murray an ideal target for the Lakers' championship ambitions. While injury concerns and contract obligations represent legitimate risks, the potential reward of adding a proven two-way star to complement Luka Doncic could be exactly what Los Angeles needs to capture their 18th championship. What do you think about this proposed mega deal that could transform the Lakers into defensive juggernauts? Would trading away Austin Reeves and multiple assets for Dejounte Murray be worth the risk for a franchise chasing championship glory? Drop your thoughts in the comments and smash that like button if this kind of strategic roster construction has you excited about the Lakers' title chances. Because sometimes the most impactful trades are the ones that address fundamental weaknesses rather than just adding more star power to an already talented roster.